for a place in South Baltimore with elegance and ambiance to celebrate a special occasion or have a date night, look no further than Copper Shark. The vibe is right, the food is great, and the cocktails are amazing. So let's go inside. As a busy mom, realtor, and someone who just likes to have fun, I am always on the go around Baltimore. Whether you're new to the area or you've lived here your whole life, I want to show you my favorite places to eat, play, and live around 21230. I'm Allie Hudler with Compass, and this is the 21230 show. All right, so here we are, we're at Copper Shark. I've got Haley here.
Hi.
Haley, thanks for having us today.
Yeah, thank you guys.
So excited to talk to you. It's been so fun learning about your experience and how you got started with Copper Shark. So tell us more about you and how you got to be at Copper Shark.
Yeah, so I am what is now the Community Relations Director for Copper Shark. I worked here in the restaurant as a server and trainer for about a year and a half. Previously, I was at a restaurant out in Howard County, and I served some people who are friends with our owner, John Hinkle, and they said, oh, hey, we think we might know a place that you could do some good. And so they pulled me over in here. I've been here since day one and worked my way up and through, and absolutely love it. It's a great environment. The team is great. Management is super involved, so you never have to wait very long to get an answer for anything or get help on anything, and it's a very cohesive environment.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, when you started serving here, I remember you told me a story about some repeat customers and people that you served and they followed you over here. Tell me more about that.
I had a list when I worked here. Had some people that were guests of mine at previous restaurants that as I moved to different places and I alerted them like, hey, I won't be here anymore when you come. They're like, oh, where are you going? And I would tell them, and so they just kind of followed me. So I built up this list of people, and it got to the point to where a lot of times on Fridays or Saturday nights, that was the majority of my personal business was just this list.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a fun thing. It's nice to be in a community where people are very loyal to who they like.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, how do you like being in Copper Shark and in our Locust Point community now?
I love it. Locust Point has been really good to us. It's a beautiful community out here. We have enjoyed getting to be a little bit more integrated into things, doing like the Locust Point Festival and the Latrobe Park Festival. We help sponsor the Little League team that plays down the street here, and doing a lot of other things in the city. We've got a good partnership going with Checker Spot Brewing, so we do some work with them. We've got Sawebo Fest coming up in a few months that I think we're going to try and do some setup at. So it's a very well-rounded community here. There's a lot of differentiation in the clientele as far as like young professionals, young families, older families, people that have been here for decades. But there's not a lot of clickiness to it. Everybody seems to jive pretty well all together. So that's been really nice to see.
And you guys have brunch and dinner.
We
so
do.
Tell us all about the different options people have to come see you.
So we open Monday through Friday at 3 o'clock in the bar for bar menu and happy hour.
Nice.
And then full dinner service in the dining room starts at 4 o'clock. Saturdays and Sundays we open at 10:30 for brunch. Brunch runs until 3 o'clock. And then on Saturday we do have that interim from 3 to 4 just to give the kitchen time to kind of turn things over. Dinner service starts at 4 o'clock, and then on Sundays we just do exclusively brunch and we close at 3 o'clock, so that way everybody here has time to go home.
Perfect.
Spend some time with their family or decompress from the week before they get ready to jump back in on Mondays.
Yeah,
So
I'm sure you guys are busy. It's so beautiful and a great place for people to come, get some drinks and all that fun stuff.
yeah, brunch has been a really great thing. We actually just revamped our brunch menu as of this past weekend. So we've got several new options on there of some different things, sweets, savories, and we don't believe in small portions here, so everything is shareable.
I love it. Awesome. Well, at the bar here, I know we've got some really amazing cocktails.
Yes.
The bar itself is gorgeous.
Yes.
So many different spirits and things to share. So do you want to tell us about your cocktails first?
Yeah. Okay. So we do have a really extensive collection here. We pride ourselves on being able to bring in some stuff that maybe you've never heard of or maybe you have heard of, but it's just not super accessible anywhere else. We describe ourselves as a prohibition style bar, so we do a lot of focus on whiskey cocktails and some of the more classic things with our own personal twist on it. Easily our most popular drink is the double oak fashioned.
Nice.
So we use the Sagamore double oak rye and then some house-made syrups and cordials for all of our cocktails. So I think AMAC is actually going to walk us through this one.
Yeah. So I'm going to make you a double oak fashion, our signature cocktail here at Copper Shark. So the first thing I'm going to put into our mixing glass here are 2 different types of bitters. We have Angostura bitters and cherry bitters. They really bring out the beautiful cherry notes you find in our double oak from Sagamore. We wanted to use Sagamore for our signature cocktail because, of course, it is local here to Baltimore, and nothing beats Maryland Dry, right?
And they're right across the street, so.
Yeah, neighbors. Keeping it ultra local.
Love it.
So we're going to add the double oak into that. 1/4 ounce of agave syrup is going to go into the mixing glass, and then we're going to fill it with ice. Give it a good stir to combine, and I do dilute a little bit. Take one of our sphere cubes.
Cool.
Yeah. And we're going to top that off with some Luxardo cherries. And then I'm going to show you something very special that we like to do here at Copper Shark. So you can actually ask anyone here to smoke your old-fashioned cocktails, whether it's your double oaked here, our standard American treasure as we call it, which is just a standard old-fashioned bourbon or rye, or any old-fashioned style cocktail you want, you can order smoked here from the bar.
And this is always a fun thing that, like, you know, when people ask for it in the restaurant, it sells itself. You know, it walks through the dining room and everybody's like, ooh, what's that?
Yep. What's in the box?
Yeah, people absolutely love it. And it really does give a nice flavor component to the drink. And it looks great on your Instagram stories. So.
That is so fun.
Yeah, so that's the double oaked old fashioned.
Pretty. Nice.
Well,
Cool. Well, so you said this is your most popular.
yes.
What other drinks are really good or favorites or?
So
just
we
the best?
are big fans of drinking our dessert around here. We have a lovely dessert menu, but you are going to be really hard pressed to beat the espresso martini.
Okay.
It is a very traditional espresso martini with a fresh pull of espresso from our espresso machine.
Nice.
Pulled fresh for every drink that gets ordered, shaken in straight.
Yeah.
Some people do like a chocolatey version or a really creamy version, and ours is neither of those things.
Okay.
It is pure
up.
coffee and does what it is intended to do, which is give you that little jolt to help get you home from the restaurant out of your food coma before you crash.
Let's shake it a lot.
Oh yeah.
And the cool thing with those fresh espresso shots that gets pulled, and you'll see it as it pours out and as it settles, is you get that really nice foamy layer on top, and it kind of starts to separate out, and it just makes a really beautiful, beautiful visual. Another thing that catches a lot of attention is it is walked through the restaurant. It's delicious. So.
Oh, it looks so good.
Yeah.
There we go.
So little 3 espresso
great.
beans there on top, and then you can see already here where it's kind of starting to separate out and gives you this nice layered component to it. Drink's super easy, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
One of the things that we really try and do with our cocktail program here is that even if you're the type of person that says, oh, I don't really like the taste of alcohol, I don't really want anything, like even for something that's essentially straight alcohol, we do try and balance it out nicely to where it is approachable for everybody. So
That's good.
and our staff here is really great. Bar and serving staff is, talk to your people. If you are looking for something specific, if you want something with a certain flavor but you don't entirely know what to ask for, just talk to them. They are more than happy to guide you through whatever it is you're looking for. And if they don't know, then they will go find someone who does.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
Nice. Well, beautiful job. And I think you mentioned earlier, Amac, about maybe a mocktail menu.
Yeah, we will
more
be
about
having
that.
a non-alcoholic cocktail menu coming to Copper Shark very shortly, where you can even get a non-alcoholic espresso martini made with some really awesome non-alcoholic spirits. So our non-alcoholic espresso martini, for example, uses a non-alcoholic whiskey, and it's really beautiful, and it tastes very similar to the same thing, letting those folks who do not imbibe, whether temporary or long-term, to feel included and a part of the awesome stuff that we're doing at Copper Shark.
Good.
Yeah.
I love that. Nice. Well, thank you for sharing. Not only are your drinks amazing, the food is so good. So tell us more about the food. Should we get back to the kitchen, check out some things?
Yeah,
or-
so we do seasonal menus here.
Okay.
Everything is fresh. We try and do as much locally sourced things as we can.
Great.
Big fan of the local farmers markets that happen around Baltimore
Yes.
for our fruits and vegetables and some of our herby things. And one of the things, in addition to like the non-alcoholic cocktail menu that we try and really focus on here, is inclusivity. So when we're talking about food, about people that require modified food, whether it's a food allergy or maybe they don't consume anything that has alcohol, be it a drink or even like a sauce that's maybe made with alcohol.
True.
Right now we are in the season of religious holidays, so we have a lot of people that are observing Lent, that don't do meat on Fridays. Ramadan is kicking off this weekend, so we have some celebratory things going on for the people that are fasting. We do modified things for Passover, you know, leaving like the tempura bits off of the top of the tuna, so things of that nature. So we really do try and be as open with things as possible and train our team here to ask questions and have conversations with their tables so that we can really ensure that everyone has the best experience that we can possibly give them.
Yeah.
We can't do everything, but we can certainly try.
Absolutely.
So,
well, that's
yeah.
great. That really means a lot, I'm sure, to a lot of people who, you know, want that best experience, but maybe aren't afraid to speak up or, you know, just aren't sure how to ask for help. And it seems like you're all very well versed and trained in making sure you're taking care of people. That's great.
And we definitely try and make it, you know, our responsibility to ask you. And, you know, again, if we know the answer, we are happy to share. And if not, we will find someone who does.
There you go.
So,
Nice.
no shame in
Awesome.
asking, ever.
Yes, very true.
So,
Cool. Well,
do you want to
thanks,
go wander back and see some food?
Let's check it out.
Let's go.
Hi guys, my name's Darren. I'm the sous chef here at Copper Shark. Welcome to the kitchen. I'm gonna run you through two of our dishes we make over here. We're gonna start over here at the grill. So for today, I'm gonna make the Copper Burger. It's our award-winning burger. We take our 8-ounce house ground beef patty, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. This burger actually has won Chef's Burger Bash in South Beach Food and Wine Festival a couple years ago. So it's our signature house burger, one of our most popular items. While that's cooking, I'm gonna come over here. We're gonna make one of our newer menu items, the lobster quesadilla. We take a rather small tortilla, Gruyere cheese, some poached lobster meats, and while that's cooking, we got working right here. This is our house-made bacon jam. It's ground bacon. We render it out really low and slow, take out some of the fat, onions, garlic, hit it with some bourbon, maple syrup, and a little brown sugar. And then we just cook it out really nice and low and slow, get it nice and jammy, and this is what goes on top of our burger. Also on our breakfast burger for brunch, we do a same style burger but with bacon jam and a fried egg on an English muffin. Once we got a nice toasted bun, we hit it with our house-made horseradish aioli. We have our crispy fried shoestring onions. There we go. The signature Copper Shark burger. Our quesadilla is done. Take it over our cutting board. Nice, cheesy, delicious goodness.
Thank you for having us, Erica.
Thank you for joining us. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, I'm so excited to try the food. Would you want to tell us about you first? Tell everybody who you are and how you're here.
Well, my name is Erica. I'm the general manager at Copper Shark. I've been with Management Eateries for quite a while, so this is a new venture that we started about like a year and a half, almost 2 years now. So in June it'll be a 2-year celebration. But yeah, we're a bourbon-themed restaurant, you know, prohibition style. We have a lot of bourbons. It's our go-to, you know.
Yeah.
I wasn't a big bourbon person before I started working here, but now that I'm here, it's like the palate has definitely been developing. Yeah, so it's very fun. Honestly, the food is delicious, but on this side, it's kind of fun to kind of discover the different, you know, ingredients used, the mash bills, and the process of it too.
That's awesome.
As Haley can tell you, she's done a lot of studying too, so learning with her has been pretty interesting. Even like the little story of Pappy Van Winkle, how he would drink it with a little bit of lemon in it. So those little details that, you know, we try to find the history of the bourbon in it too.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Thanks. I've never been a bourbon person either, but I'm open to trying.
Exactly.
Bourbon is like gin. Like there's one out there for everyone, and if you think you don't like it, you just haven't found the right one yet.
Yeah,
that's great.
Exactly.
Okay. We'll have to come back.
definitely
And Erica, I know you were talking about some different events and things that you like to get involved in.
So as much as we love the bourbon and the bar and the food, we always like to be part of the community, especially being in the Locust Point area and Baltimore in general.
Yeah.
I'm not from the area. Haley hasn't been either, you know, so being part of here and being new, we really, you know, kind of became part of the community. We do a lot of sponsorships, you know, especially last year with the Little League teams. And what we're trying to do too is, you know, get more involved with the local community. You know, the fire department guys come in all the time to check out the bottle shop. You know, we have a couple of them. Even the Navy reservists, you know, they had a little event a couple weeks ago, and you know, it's just more of the regulars, the locals are coming through. The neighborhood people always walking by, you know, checking out the place. So what we want to do is in the patio in the summer, last year we partnered with Whistle Pig and we had a hot pig party. We want to do that every year, you know, kind of showcase the different aspects of, you know, what we want to do as far as the community goes.
Totally. Tell us about the pig party.
I know, everybody gets so excited. So we literally got a full pig. They didn't butcher it here or anything, but they did get us set up. We have a pit in the back, so actually it's wood. We bring it in, the chef smokes it for a couple hours, so they're out there, you know.
A couple hours. This is an all-day process.
I know,
I remember like coming to my office and just seeing, I'm like, what is happening out here?
But they start very early in the morning and smoke it all day, but it's absolutely delicious. So we had live music last year. We had Whistle Pig was out there, and we had like samples of the different, you know, cocktails and whiskeys, and it was really, really fun. Honestly,
The bottle engravers. People were doing gifts and
that is so cool.
Yeah, and it's something we're trying to do also for Father's Day coming up, trying to get different bottles engraved for people to be able to, you know, gift them.
Nice.
Yeah.
And tell us more about the bottle shop, because I know that's
the bottle
really
shop.
exciting.
So we started very small, but it's growing. You know, we're trying to add a lot of the different allocations and items that you love. Like Buffalo Trace is a very well-loved brand, but you really can't find it everywhere. So we were lucky enough to be able to start with Buffalo Trace. I do barrels with them. We even had a barrel of Eagle Rare that was, the cool thing about it was called a lost barrel. So they ended up aging it for, we estimate like for 2 to 3 years. And comparable with the Eagle Rare 10, it was insanely different. It was so delicious, more caramelization to it. So we're trying to find those items that are like everybody loves, but might be a little bit different or, you know, unique.
Oh, that's so fun. Cool. Well, for people who haven't been here or maybe they have, I guess, tell us, is there anything else that they should know about Copper Shark? And
honestly, I know we're kind of like a prohibition style restaurant and, you know, that's our gear, but we try to cater a little bit to everybody. You know, we're kind of developing our brunch side, being that our sister company is more brunch related, but bringing that up to the level of what we're trying to do. Increasing the bottle shop, we're going to add some wines to that. You know, all the events, even Mondays, we do all day happy hour, brunch on Saturday and Sundays, you know, so we're going to try to do a little bit more fun events that, you know.
Good. Well, I'm excited to have an event or two here soon. So
good.
It should be really fun to get some people in and spread the word. So where can they find you on social media, your physical address?
Yeah, the physical address is 921 East 4th Avenue, Suite 135. You'll see the big Copper Shark. Don't forget, we have ample parking. On the weekends, don't have to worry about it. Social media, we have a Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, a little bit of everything. So I would say Instagram is probably the best one to go to. Like, it's updated quite often. Our website is also updated with all our menus. And yeah.
Okay, awesome. Well,
and always email, sorry.
Yeah. Oh, email, of course.
Sorry.
Is there a best email that they can reach out to you?
Info at thecoppershark.com.
Okay.
So that's probably the best one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yay. Well, thank you so much.
No, thank you. Please dig in and enjoy. That's the
Okay.
best part of working here.
Thank you so much.
No,
Erica.
thank you all so much. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Thank you.